Hi, this is Phil Samuel with WeGetMarketingResults.com. We work with businesses to help you get more leads, more phone calls, and in the case of local brick and mortar businesses, we want to help them get more local walk-ins. Regardless of the type of business we're working with, our objective is always the same. We want to help businesses get more customers, help boost their bank accounts, and of course, based on the feedback we've gotten from a lot of business owners, they want to get more out of life. So we always want to keep these objectives in mind whenever we're working with a business. Today we're going to be working with All Health Physical Therapy in Tucker, Georgia. We want to help them get more leads from their websites and of course help them get more calls for appointments. But before we get started, I've got a couple of disclosures. Number one, I'm not a professional actor and this is totally unscripted. The next is that this video is probably about 12-13 minutes or thereabouts long, and we'll be going over all the features and all the benefits of the new website. So let's go ahead and get started. We'll start by doing a comparison of the current website to the demo site. Now, when a site visitor arrives at the current website, one of the first things that they see is, if you may, let's call this a motto: quality care for quality of life. Now, this is good. Now, another thing they see, of course, is the logo here and some background in it. This is an interactive background image where they can click on neck and elbow and things like that. And it, talks about pain sections, if you may. When they scroll down a little bit further, they see testimonials. It's got a picture here of Guillermo and some text right here. Usually we want to go ahead and let people know that they can click here or click here to read more. So we just don't want to leave them hanging. Another testimonial here is of Barbara. Some text here, but unfortunately no picture of Barbara. And over here we've got a map, a physical location, and a way to communicate by email. This is a summary of the first page they get to. Over here you've got navigation bar, you've got therapy, list of services, success stories. And again, these are your testimonials. You've got Guillermo. This is the rest of Guillermo's testimonial. His picture right there. Barbara, no picture, and more text for Barbara. James has got a picture. Corrine. These are all good. These are great website visitor converters. I'm going to go ahead and just skip over these two navigation here and go over to the About page. Hopefully, usually we want to go ahead and make it like an About Us page, but we're calling it About page. Over here, you've got a video of Lynn, the CEO. If you may, let's call this a welcome video. It shares a little bit about background and services. And over here, we've got bios of employees. Now, this is good. Why? Because it lets people know kind of a brief background on of who they're going to be interacting with when they get to the office. This is great to build rapport with your potential patients, and of course it makes the relationship a little bit more fluid. And sometimes you'll be surprised, people may have, may share a common background with one of your employees. So again, this helps with website conversion and helps you have more phone calls coming in. Talking about phone calls coming in, I'm going to go ahead and jump over to the new demo site. Now, when a site visitor gets to the new site, one of the first things they see is, of course, the logo here. We can always change this. This is not a big deal at all. But one of the most important things they see here is a way to contact you immediately. And you want to go ahead and almost answer the question of, I want to talk to a specialist. Here, talk to a doctor. Here's a phone number. Usually what we do is we go ahead and put in a phone number here that we can actually track the number of calls coming in, and many times we can actually record the phone calls if you may. The next thing I want to go ahead and talk about is see email here. Again, we want to let people know that their health is our number one priority, and that's why we ask the question, how can we help you get better? Please share your main concern, or where your pain is, if you may. A lot of times people are not going to call a doctor or physical therapist or any kind of medical professional unless they have a pressing need for a solution. So we want to let them know that, look, you know what, our priority is your health, and we want to help you get better faster. So we have to have, again, this phone number right here and email without them having to scroll. Now, something else we also include these days is a chat box. Basically, we want to go ahead and include a chat box right here, a phone number right here, and of course, email. These are great website converters, and they work great also for SEO purposes, basically the Google spiders, and want to go ahead and give as much Google spider food, if you may, to them, to attract them, to help your website rank better. And of course, in this case, it's even more user friendly. It helps conversions. Again, the most important thing we want to do on a website is not just to have a website as a piece of furniture. It's got to be a sales tool, and not just selling, but also educating and actually converting the site visitors to potential patients. So over here, we capture email and name and phone number, and of course, if they're calling at 2 a.m. in the morning and they want someone, to give them a call in the morning, we want to make it as easy as possible for them. Email, phone number, and chat box. Great website converters. I know I've said that like so many times, but they're so important. We've got social media here. Now we do this. We do manage social media for a lot of our clients, but right now it's not so important. So I'm not gonna go into that. But it's good to have. That way people can look you up on Facebook and Twitter and all that stuff. Again, it's just a good to have. Now, when people scroll down a little bit further on the site, they want to go ahead and see another thing that we've noticed is that it works best if you have other people talk about you in a positive way. So we over here, this is one style of testimonials, basically a collection of different patients who've used your services. This is just a demo, but a collection of different patients who've used your services and they're happy with it. So I want to capture that on one video. Another style of video testimonials is this is more of, if you may, an interview style where you would ask a question and the patient would answer the question. So that way people kind of know what the specific service you provided for this patient was. Now, here's something else that is great for website conversions. Again, I'm talking about conversions because having a website is not that important. What's important is what the website would do for you. Get people calling your office for appointments and get more and more people to stay longer on your website. All these features compounded help get your phone ringing more often, help grow your patient base, and of course help you grow your bottom line. Having this feature here basically answers the question of, hey, what's going to happen to me when I get into the office? So we show them a treatment in progress. We want to go ahead and just, let them know, hey, listen, you know what? This is an example of what's going to happen. So they see it, and it gives them a visual experience even before they get there. Trust me, this is a great visitor conversion, converter, if you may. Did I say conversion? Oh gosh, forgive me. But here's the bottom line. We want to get the phones ringing, and we want to put up all the features that the Google spiders love, and of course we also want to make the site as user friendly as possible. Now, some things I may say may sound redundant, but trust me, it's because a lot of business owners and a lot of websites don't have it. So we go ahead and take care of that. Now, let's say they scroll down a little bit further and they took a look at here. You've got, if you may, the welcome video we talked about earlier. No offense to Lynn for putting her down here, but usually people are more interested in what other people have to say about you over here before they listen to what you have to say about yourself. Okay, all right. Now, over here, we'll go ahead and suggest you put unique features about your practice. What makes you different? What makes you different from the guys that are on TV or have partnered up with other chiropractors and attorneys? So you want to go ahead and just list those over here. Now, over here at the bottom, when they get to the site, we want to talk about what you've done in the community. Maybe you've been recognized for something, or some kind of volunteerism you do, or some kind of achievement, something you've done, or maybe there's a new technique of treatment that you want to just share. And so you want to go ahead and put that over here. Google loves that, and of course, it's great for website conversions. Over here, you've got contact us, and here you've got an interactive map. So for people that don't know exactly where you are, some people don't know how to use this, but this is basically how it works. They click on it, and over here, let's say, for example, I'm sorry. Let me go ahead and do that again. Some people may not know exactly where 2185 North Lake Parkway is. So what they do is they use that map, and this over here gives them an idea of landmarks and helps jog their memory. And once they see this, they go, "Oh, okay, yeah, I know where these guys are. Let me go ahead and give them a call." Now, I'm going back to the navigation bars. About us, we already talked about that. We want to go ahead and put videos of bios of the employees, so that way people can know who they're going to be running into at the office. And list services here. Here's something real important. Tips to get better. We want to go ahead and share value with them, share knowledge with them, and expertise with them before they even give us a dollar. Why? Because once you show people that you can help them, get better even without them calling you, guess what they do? They even call you. It'll make your phones even ring even more often. And of course, over here we've got more testimonials. Again, when we're talking about testimonials, we usually prefer to have them in 3 sections. The first section will have video testimonials, maybe about say 7 or 8 of them, and then under that we'll have testimonials with pictures and text, right next to the testimonials, and then under that we'll have straight text testimonials for people that don't want their pictures online. So that's basically the summary of the new website and all the features. And again, the main objective of this website is to have you generate more leads from the site, and of course want you to have more calls for appointments and grow your patient base. Now, later on, we can go into driving traffic to your site. But of course, the first thing we want to do is have the website in place. Have the architecture that the search engines love. The search engines love websites that have videos. They've got, they're really interactive with potential site visitors. And of course, it's also user friendly. So later on, again, we'll talk about, or rather go into driving traffic to the website. But in the meantime, we want to go ahead and have this architecture in place. And once we have the architecture in place, then it's easier for you to basically dominate pain management or pain care in the Northeast Atlanta area. So that's basically the summary of the new demo site. My name is Phil Samuel with WeGetMarketingResults.com. We can help you grow your patient base. My direct number is 678-701-7019. Go ahead and give me a buzz. I'd be glad to help you grow your patient base and help you dominate physical therapy or pain management in the Northeast Atlanta area. Phil Samuel again, 678-701-7019. Thank you. Thanks for watching this video.